Today I'm gonna test out a makeup look that I don't normally do on my channel, just enhancing natural beauty, light and natural, while also simultaneously testing a lot of new products. I mean, these no makeup looks for me still require a lot of makeup, but we're gonna keep it really natural looking. So I've just been feeling really good about my skin lately, so I thought I'd pull out some products that I think would be good for this kind of look. I want to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Dramatica. This honestly is one of the coolest skincare companies, and I think you guys are going to really be interested in this one. So how it works is you're going to go online and fill out their online quiz where they ask a lot of questions about your skin type, your concerns, what you want your skin to look like, and it goes as far as to literally have you send in multiple pictures of your skin, and they will put together a personalized formula just for you. So everybody's formula is going to be different. Their personalized formulas are best known to solve anti-aging, boost skin glow, reduce breakouts, acne, hyperpigmentation, rosacea, and melasma. And then also, once you get the product sent to you, their team is on hand for you to reach out to or even change your formula if you're not getting the results that you want. The formulas themselves are evidence-based formulations that you can't find using over-the-counter ingredients. So it's actually going to come in a small tube like this. It is the perfect size to work for 28 days because their idea is you're going to continue to work with their team, and every 28 days you're going to reevaluate how your skin is looking, and they'll tweak the formula wherever you need. So I've been using Dramatica the last month. I had a weird shift over the holidays where my skin got really irritated. I think it was stress. You know how the holidays are, and when I get breakouts, my face gets really swollen and painful, and right now my skin is looking back to normal, back to where it was. So I'm very happy with the results of this product, and I still am incorporating my normal favorite skincare routine, but this is just a little additive to help really focus on what I need. I think next time I'm gonna chat with their team about maybe focusing a little bit more on my acne scars, and we'll get those handled, because the main thing for me was the acne to start, and now I'm like, okay, well now the acne's gone, but now let's start working on these scars. And it really is risk-free because you can try Dramatica for free for the first month with the code Morgan. So they're gonna send you this tube for the first month, and it's going to be completely free for you after you fill out the quiz and the questionnaire, send in pictures of your skin. You'll get the formula to you free. And then also with the code Morgan, you will get 10% off the second month, which is normally $24.99, which I think still is an incredible price at full price. So follow the links in the description below to start your skin journey with Dramatica. I'm so excited to be partnering with them for this because I think it's just such a cool concept and such a good deal for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I got a package from Jones Road Beauty, so I have a couple of items that I'm going to share. Starting off with some eye cream to keep the under eye area really hydrated. So this is Jones Road Eye Cream. It's more of a skincare product, but I do really like for healthy, light makeup days, making sure that that area of my face is nice and hydrated. So I'm going to use my ring finger to apply the cream, and you know, Jones Road is definitely about that really light, healthy makeup look that's very popular right now. This eye cream is kind of thick, but in a good way. Feels quite hydrating on the under eyes, so I'm gonna let that soak into the skin. So I think I like that. I mean, it's obviously only the first use of this eye cream, but it feels like a really nice prep for concealer. You guys know I love trying new smaller makeup brands, especially when they have their branding down. This brand called Espresso. First of all, you guys know how I love my coffee, so already like the branding of that, but their packaging to die for. So they have this product right here. This is the Dewy Latte Moisturizer and Glow Booster. So I'm going to put this on my face to act as our primer for today. Look how beautiful this packaging is. I love the frosted glass here. Okay, let's see what this Dewy Latte has to offer. I love doing this skincare portion for you guys because skincare really is everything before makeup, you'll learn that like when I was a makeup artist, oh my gosh, sometimes the skin prep was more important than the actual makeup itself. So we're gonna let that soak in. Wow. So the name is Dewy Latte, and do you see the dewiness here? I'm gonna let it soak into my skin for a few minutes. Whoa, this is gonna be amazing for some makeup. It is made in Italy, 12-month shelf life. I might have applied too much. I didn't realize it was going to make my skin so beautiful and glowy. So it did soak in a bit. I still have that beautiful glow. It feels really hydrating. I am really excited about this. We are off to a good start. Oh my gosh. Throwback. Who remembers L'Oreal True Match? I literally remember being in CVS and having my mom try and match me because I had to have the True Match foundation. Now they've reformulated it to make it better. We'll see about that. I mean, I can't really remember what the original formula was like. It's been so long. But they've also changed the packaging because there was not a pump on that old outdated packaging. So we have a pump now. L'Oreal did send this to me in PR. I'm going to use the shade N3 Neutral Light Medium. This one definitely looks like it's going to be the closest match for me. I mean, I don't even know if I care if this is good or bad. It's all about the nostalgia for me on this. I like the texture or consistency of it. So let's start off by using my fingers. Ooh, I love how thin it feels. I do not remember at all what the original foundation was like of this, but it's quite thin, not too much coverage. Side note, this color is really, really nice on me, so it really was a good true match for me. See what I did there? Okay, I don't even know like what this foundation is supposed to be like. I don't know what kind of coverage it's supposed to give, but it's giving a lighter coverage. I'm just using a beauty sponge to blend this out. This is the Rephr beauty sponge, actually. This is the first layer. It definitely gives a lighter coverage, which is perfect for the makeup look that I was going for today. All biases aside, this looks very pretty. I feel like the coverage is a little uneven in some areas, but it looks really nice, light, and very skin-like. I'm going to put just a little bit more on the areas that I want a little bit more coverage, which is normally the cheeks for me, a little bit on the nose, and I think that should be good. Sometimes I miss the outer parts of my face, so I'm going to get some there. I mean, I don't know if this is supposed to be an amazing formula, but so far in initial application, it looks really skin-like. It doesn't look heavy at all, but it still is giving a lighter, now sort of going towards medium, not quite hitting medium coverage with the second layer, so you can build up a little bit more coverage. Okay, this is the perfect consistency for everyday coverage. Very nice. I'm kind of shocked by that. Okay, so for concealer, we're going back to that Espresso brand, which I already have a 100% success rate for, and this is the concealer. And again, the branding of this is so cute. Look at that. Where has this brand been? So here is the packaging. Look, the ABC, Addictive Blending Caffeinated Concealer. So cute. Okay, let's try it. Oh, did I apply too much? Probably. If I have any excess product, I can put it elsewhere on my face. I don't know what shade they sent me. Shade 1. Okay. I'm going to use my sponge to blend it out. This is definitely not a full coverage concealer, I would say, but it's giving like a medium coverage. This particular shade, I'm going to have to look at their shade range if this is shade 1, because it's literally my skin tone. It's not doing much brightening or anything. I'm going to try and kind of blend it out with my finger here to see if it blends better and put a little bit on my nose. Yeah, I liked it more spread out like this. Gets more coverage. Ooh. Okay, so this one gives a light medium coverage. Has a little bit of glowiness to it. We're gonna have to see. So far, it's decent for every day. Again, another really great item for the type of look that I was going for. So, okay. So far, this video is going really well. This next product, I've been waiting for. So Tower28 sent over their new Sculptino in the shade Getty. Now, I really liked their original cream bronzer, and then I started to notice it actually looked a little glittery on my skin, so then I stopped liking it. So they have answered our prayers, and they have launched a new one with a solid finish. Like, there is no glitters in here. I'm so stinking excited about this because I love the formula of the older one, just didn't like the finish of it. Okay, so this is the shade that they thought would be good for me. I'm going to start off by getting it on my ring fingers. And I'm going to just see how it works for contouring down the nose like this. It's not giving me a ton of pigment. Like, I had to just layer this a little bit. I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics number 7 brush. I'm going to blend this out. This is a very nice shade. And on my nose right now, it's blending out pretty nice. Okay. That looks good. And then I'm going to use Morphe E63 brush. And let's get this on the face and see if it's pretty. It's quite soft. It looks a little more intense in the pan than it does on the face, but very user-friendly. It's a good color on me for everyday natural light makeup, which is somewhat of the look I was going for today. It's blending out really nice as well. This has the beautiful same consistency as the original formulation, but the color, the finish, everything is so much better. I'm really excited about this as well. Just using that sponge to kind of push it into the skin. I think a lot of you guys are really going to like this one. It's a good formula. Very happy with that. Now for blush, Jones Road came out with a new shade in the Miracle Balm, and I do want to test it, but I didn't love the first Miracle Balm, but I know so many of you do like it, so keep that in mind. I'm just not a fan of this type of formula in general, but they launched a new shade in Miami Beach, and I do want to test it. I do have a backup plan if I'm not a fan of it, but it's this very pretty corally peachy color. And the very first time I used one of these, I got absolutely roasted and toasted for not breaking the seal. And first of all, I don't like that you need to break the seal. It just makes my fingers gross, but I'm going to do it. The seal has been broken. Make sure I get in there. Ugh. Okay. Just gonna put a little bit here. This one has a lot more color than the original color that I purchased. Okay, I actually think I might like this one a little bit more. Let's see. I'm going to use my number 7 brush again from IT Cosmetics. It's still quite natural. Gives that pretty dew that the Jones Road gives. But it's so much better than the first one that I used, in my opinion. I'm liking this a lot better. I'm going to put a second layer on. It's still a little light for me. I like some pigment, but much better. Let me put it on my lips too to hydrate. This is not going to be my lip color today, but I have this excess on my finger. I don't like that color on my lips really, so not a fan of that. But okay, I like this a lot more. I'm happier with this than, I think I have Dusty Rose. That one I feel like just didn't show up on me. This one kind of just disappeared again. It's better if you like a really, really light natural cheek. It did give a really, really light natural cheek look. I don't love it. This is just not the formula for me, but I think this is an improvement from the first one that I tried. I definitely like this color a little bit more. It does have that hydrating feel that Bobbi Brown wanted you to feel when you wore this. So if this is your style of product, it's a pretty shade. I do want a little bit more oomph on my cheeks. So I got these sent from Lottie London, and I like to try their products because they are quite an affordable brand. These are the Cheeky Kiss Cream Lipstick and Blush Sticks. And I just thought these looked like an interesting formula, so we're going to try it. The packaging on this is too cute. I'm going to use the shade Just a Flirt to see what kind of pigment this brings. It has like a push-up tip, which I don't love. Okay, you got to do a lot of pushing. Let's see how this looks on the cheeks and lips. Because normally I don't like a product like this for both the cheek and lips. Let's try lips first. Ooh, that has a lot of pigment. That's a pretty shade. Ooh, okay, let's see how it works out on the cheeks. Now, I do have the Bobbi Brown underneath. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna have to try this without the Bobbi Brown underneath. But this is really soaking into the skin quite pretty. It's a little bit more sheer than I was expecting. I think it does better with a finger blend, but it was really pigmented on my lips, but it's not overwhelming on my cheek, which I thought it was going to be. It actually blends out kind of like butter. I think I might have just discovered a really good, affordable item because Lottie London has a lot of misses for me as a brand. I'm going to continue using this because I don't know. I hope I end up loving this since Lottie London is such an affordable brand and I rarely like cheek and lip kind of multi-purpose products. I think maybe it might have disrupted this foundation a little bit though. Let me get closer to the mirror. Yeah, there's a little bit of traveling here, so I don't know if that's the Jones Road or the Lottie London, so I'm gonna have to keep you updated in a speed reviews to see what that weird thing is. So I think I really like it. I like how it blends into the skin, but there is a little bit of peeling happening right here, and I don't know if it's the Jones Road or the Lottie London. So we won't know that for a little bit, but we're gonna keep it moving. I liked how it applied. And then for liquid highlight, which I'm not normally a fan of, but since we're going for the really trendy makeup look, I have this from About Face. It's the Light Lock Stick in Greek Tragedy. So if I don't like this, it's because I just don't like stick highlighters, but we're gonna give this a try anyways because I love About Face products. Also, the packaging on this is so beautiful. So for all products like this, I prefer to use my finger to apply. This is really creamy. Ooh. And oh, I don't notice it breaking up anything underneath, which is huge. That's my main issue with products like these, but it's much creamier than I thought. When I looked at it, I thought it would be kind of rough because it's a stick, but it's super creamy. It really kind of warms up just with the littlest touch of my finger. And it's quite pretty. It's very, very natural. So for somebody who does not like cream or liquid highlight products, that is beautiful. This is a good one. So this video is really working out so well today. I am so pleased. And then finally for the last complexion product, I have this from Saie. It's the Air Set Radiant Loose Setting Powder, just to lightly set the under eyes and this area right here where I get a little shiny. I'm going to use minimal powder today since I'm really going for that fresh look. But there's just some areas that need a little bit of powder. I've never tried anything else from Saie besides the Sun Melt Cream Bronzer, which is one of my all-time favorite cream bronzers. So it's about time that I tried this. I'm going to use my Patrick Ta sponge. We're just going to put this in the T-zone area, nose, and then just a little bit the center of the forehead. Can you tell the difference from one side to the other? I think it looks quite lightweight. I am noticing a little bit of blurring, but slight darkening of color where I applied it, which I don't love when that happens, but it's not the worst in terms of powder to do that, so I'm not upset about it. Just means use a little bit of a lighter concealer since today's concealer was honestly a little darker than I normally prefer. Got the job done. I'm not mad about it. I am noticing after the powder is down, it looks a little dry in this area. So that kind of messed up the liquid highlight a little bit. Yeah, that's not great, but it's fine. Quickly off camera, I'm going to run a little bit of brow pencil through the brows. Brows are filled in. I just used the Joan Rhodes brow pencil, and we're back to Cutie Little Espresso, which came in a cute tin. This is their clear eyebrow fixing gel. Now, if you know me, you know I'm super picky with brow gels, so I do not have my expectations set high for this, but let's see. It comes in this cute little tube. My brows do not like to stay in place, so there are a handful of brow gels that I really like, but if they don't keep my brows where I want them, then I kind of write it off. It's a very, very wet brow gel, which I don't think I love. I feel like a lot of product came out at once. And I can see it doesn't really have the horsepower of some of these brow gels when I tell them to go somewhere. So let me see if it sets down because it is really, really wet. I got my brows to where I like them. I want them to dry down before I touch them. So while that's happening, I wanted to keep the eyes really bright, and a product that I get sent a lot in PR that I don't use a lot since I'm so into eyeshadow palettes are liquid eyeshadows. And I've talked about how I want to use Pixie more often. So they recently sent over these Eye Lift Max liquid shadows. So I'm gonna try them today. I'm putting some of this Saie translucent powder on my eyelids, just to stop the concealer that transferred over from moving around. I think it will also help the liquid eyeshadow stay a little longer as well. I'm going to use the shade Sunset, which is a little bit more pinky. Or it looks more champagne. It looked more pink in the bottle. I'm going to use my finger to blend it out. It does not have the shimmer or reflect I was hoping. It looks more natural than I expected, which in this case, I probably would have rather have just used a powder eyeshadow. I'm gonna see if a brush blends this out good. Okay, I don't think I really care for this formula too much. I'd rather just use a powder shadow, or honestly, I have a lot of cream shadows that I think perform better than this. This gave a very subtle color to the eyelid, but nothing really special at all. I honestly don't see myself using this. I felt like it looks a little dry on my eyelid. I'm gonna try this shade Chiffon more in the inner corner, which is a little lighter, right? But it just looks really dry on my eyelid. It didn't hold any sort of pigment. No, I feel like this is just not very good, unfortunately. The texture, it just makes my eyelid look really dry. I mean, this is definitely not going to work on mature eyelids. No, I'm not a fan. This is definitely my least favorite product that I've used so far in today's video. Just didn't do anything other than make my eyelids look a little dry. And then for eyeliner, I got a whole bunch of these colors sent over from Wonderskin. Wonderskin, I think, is an underrated makeup brand. I'm going to use the shade Brown Sugar. And these are called the long wear eyeliners. So let's see. Ooh, really creamy. I barely put any pressure down. Wow. Super easy to use. I'm going to use my finger while it's still wet, and we're going to smudge it. It just kind of blend away when I smudge it, which isn't great. Very easy application, but when I try and smudge it, it doesn't hold the color, which I'm not a fan of. So maybe it'll set down. I just like to use, you see, my nail to give it that sharper edge. I mean, that looks good, but I need to see if it's going to set down because the application itself was really, really nice, but that could mean the longevity isn't that great, especially if the color itself fades. And then to check on the brows, this is not a hardening eyebrow gel. It leaves the brows feeling soft, which I often find makes my brows fall down a little bit. So far, the brows look okay, but this is already, I can tell, going to go down as not one of my favorite brow gels. It's not bad, but I just need super hold. For mascara, I pulled this guy out from Milani. I've heard good things about this. This is the highly rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. I don't think I've ever seen a tubing mascara from the drugstore, so this is exciting. Shu Uemura Lash Curler. I'm so disappointed with how my eyelids look. And the lash curler made a mark. Already made the liquid eyeshadow move. Okay, let's see. Now, normally I don't like mascaras on the first use, so take this with a grain of salt. Oh, I just stabbed myself. I feel like the mascara is getting a little clumpy. Like every time I roll my mascara through, I'm getting less and less eyelashes. So that's not great. It does look a lot better on my lower lashes though, but my upper lashes, they are clumping a little bit. I don't think I like this mascara. I will continue to use it because I have been fooled before. Sometimes I need to just use it a little bit more and then it'll be more to my taste, but it's really clumping up my lashes. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna pop on a pair of, I'm going through my lashes. I'm still testing out these Risa Does Makeup lashes. Let's do the half lash for fun. Martini. So let me pop these on. Oh no, you guys, I am really not happy with the mascara. It's not drying down. So when I put the false lashes on, normally I press them together, but the mascara is not drying down. So it's probably just messed up the lashes to where I can't rewear them again because it's got goopy, wet mascara all over them, and it's also getting on my dang fingers. So that's a no for me on that mascara. I don't think there's any saving that. Now, for lips, I'm trying to give the mascara hopefully some more time to dry so that I can manipulate the falsies a little bit more to be pointing more upwards. But for lip liner, I am pulling out another product from About Face. This is their Fix Lip Pencil in the shade Smoking Room. This shade looks so nice and wearable. Really creamy, easy application with this. Great for making my lips look a little bit more plump. That looks good. I really like this color. What did I say it was? Smoking Room? I don't know about longevity on this because it was really, really creamy. So I don't even know if I'm going to enjoy the longevity. But this color is perfect. For lips, I have this new formula sent to me from Lawless. I don't even know what this formula is. It's like a lip balm. I'll have the screenshot right here. But I'm going to use the shade Georgia in this. It has a very nice sweet scent to it. Oh, it's like a lip balm with a little tint to it. So I'm going to put a lip gloss over top. But if you really layer it on, there's a tint to it and a little bit of a gloss. Ooh, that looks really good with the lip liner. Now, there's a lot of drag on the lips, which I don't like. But now that I warmed it up, there's less drag. Interesting. So I guess this is like a tinted lip balm. Now suddenly I feel a little bit of a minty sensation. So it has some plumping elements to it. It goes phenomenally with this lip liner. That's really pretty. Very, very hydrating. For a fun pop of gloss, I'm using this Colourpop collaboration with Winx Club in the shade Bloom because it just looks so cute and I want some gloss. This is a fairly new collection. It's not one of their newest. Smells kind of caramely, but I don't know. I hadn't used this yet and I wanted to. Ooh, look at that. You can see the glitters. That's pretty. Just for something a little bit more plumping, I wanted that gloss. Okay, this is the makeup look. I'm gonna let it set on for the next 20 minutes or so, and then I'll give you my first impressions on these. Okay, the makeup has kind of settled, and I got the exact kind of look that I was going for today. Just a natural makeup kind of look that just really elevated our natural features. So let me do a quick speed review of first impressions so far. I'll update you guys in a speed reviews of how everything went after I've tested these more because it's the only first try. I gotta test these with other products. But first impressions, I really like this Jones Road eye cream. It felt very hydrating, had a nice thickness to this. Going to continue testing this. I think this is one of the stars of the show today, the Espresso Dewy Latte Moisturizer and Glow Booster. It gave my skin the most stunning glow and felt intensely hydrating as well, but still not too heavy for makeup. So I think this might be my favorite thing that I've tried today. It was the biggest shock. And then I'm actually quite shocked by the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I think the coverage is really nice. I think it looks really thin. In terms of coverage, what I mean, it's like for a lighter coverage, I think it looks really good. The finish is nice. It doesn't look makeup-y on the skin. It just seems like a really good everyday foundation. So we'll see with wear time. So far, the Espresso ABC Concealer is looking nice as well. I don't notice any crazy creasing and it looks quite lightweight. I'm not going to say this is one of my all-time favorite concealers. Just upon first use at this point, there's a number of concealers that I probably would prefer over this, but I really don't have anything bad to say about it. Also very happy with the new Sculptino from Tower28, a beautiful shade, very easy to use, great for every day, and got the job done. So this is nice. It's definitely a more sheer, but I still like it a lot. The Jones Road Miracle Balm in Miami Beach. I really like this shade. It's definitely a big improvement from the first shade that I tried, but I'm still on the fence about it. It still is quite natural. I felt like the longer it sat in my skin, the quicker it just kind of disappeared, but it gave me more than what the last one I tried gave me. So I'm going to continue to see what I think of this. And then we also have the Lottie London Cheeky Kiss Cream Lipstick and Blush Stick. I think I really, really like this. My only hesitation is there was a little bit of peeling happening here, and I don't know if it was the Jones Road or this, or if it was the combination of the two. So again, I'm gonna have to continue testing this, but I'm really hoping it didn't make my foundation peel, because if it didn't, this product is amazing, especially for the price. Also very pleasantly surprised with the About Face Light Lock Stick. Super duper creamy, didn't disrupt anything underneath. Maybe looked a little dry when I added powder after, but that happens a lot over here in general, no matter the product I use. But I'm really happy with this in terms of it being a cream highlight. I normally don't like these products, but it seems really nice. The Saie Air Set Radiant Loose Setting Powder, I don't have anything really super special to say about it. It got the job done. It didn't make my makeup look worse. I wouldn't say it made my makeup look any better either, but it set the makeup, and where I see I applied it, it looks a little bit more blurred, and it looks like the makeup's gonna hold on a little longer, but we'll see. The Espresso Clear Eyebrow Fixing Gel. My eyebrows have kind of fallen. I'm not in love with this. It's just not going to become a part of my regular rotation, but it's not bad. It does have some nice hold to it. Nothing, kind of has dried down a little bit more. It feels really light. I don't like where it hit my skin. I still have a little bit of shine there, so it didn't set down in those areas. It's okay. Not a fan. This might be the worst product that I tried today. The Pixi Eye Lift Max Liquid Shadows. These both carry absolutely no pigment, and what they leave behind is an unflattering, dry finish to the eyelid. So it is slightly shimmery, but that shimmery really just translates onto the eyelid as drying. So we'll not be using these again. The Wonder Skin Longwear Eyeliner in Brown Sugar. I love this color. I worry that it's going to fade. I feel like the color is already not as intense as when I first applied it, but it was a really easy application. So I definitely need to see how this wears more, but I feel like it's already faded in the inner corner. So I don't know if this is as long wear as it claims to be, but I'm going to continue testing this because it's still too early to say. Okay, this actually I think is the worst product I've used. The Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions. A mess. Clumps my lashes. It's dried a little bit now, but it took a really, really long time to dry down, so it just made a mess with these lashes. But it is better now. It has dried down, so it will, but it takes a really, really long time. Very messy mascara. I don't think I'm a fan, and it doesn't even make my lashes look that amazing. So now my lips, this lip combo right now, I'm in love with. The About Face Lip Liner in Smoking Room. Such an easy application. I'm gonna have to see with wear time, but perfect color for my lips as well. This Lawless Tinted Lip Balm is also very pretty. I wasn't too sure because it felt quite waxy with the first application, but after I built it up, it was a very pretty hydrating color, and it also did smooth over my fine lines. So I do think I like this. It's very pretty for every day. And this one was a random thing that I used just because I had it sitting in front of me. This is a Colourpop and Winx Club collaboration in Ultra Glassy Lip in the shade Bloom. It's actually quite pretty. These normally don't last too long. I have experience with this formula, but I liked the glitters in it, and it added a nice plump. I would say these three make such a pretty wearable combination. I mean, the lip gloss added a pink shift to it, but I think it's really pretty. So anyways, there we have it. That was a full face of new makeup that I've never tested before. And here's how it turned out overall. I think it looks really, really pretty. And again, a huge thank you to Dramatica for sponsoring today's video. It's pretty risk-free if you ask me. Use the code Morgan and you'll get the first month free on your personalized formula. And it just gives you everything that you need to get the best skin possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. I'll have the link down below to shop Dramatica. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.